Okay, guys, so every so often you come across a video where a pastor says something absolutely outlandish. Crazy, crazy, crazy. And it has happened once again with Pastor John Gray. I just got his name last night, actually. I've seen his face different times, but I never knew what his name was. Pastor John Gray said something publicly about his wife that he most definitely probably should have kept to himself. I honestly don't understand. Like, people get comfortable just talking and then end up saying stuff where it's like, what just happened? What did he just say? Did he really just say that? Did he really just say what I think he just said? Yeah, he said it. I don't know if you guys have seen the clip, but if you haven't, check it out.
This woman is the only woman I've been inside of, and when I'm thirsty, I drink her.
What in the world was that serpent tongue trash that he just did? It's like these people be manifesting right on stage. It's like it wasn't bad enough to say when you thirsty, you drink your wife in public, in a public environment and on stage. Like, what you do in your bedroom with your woman, keep that to yourself. You know why? Because now you're planting seeds in different minds. You got different women there that are thinking about what you're doing with your wife now. You got different men there that are thinking about what you're doing with your wife now. And then you gonna put your tongue out like that? Like, what's going on? Hold on, man.
This woman is the only woman I've been inside of, and when I'm thirsty, I drink her. I stopped tasting things that didn't belong to me.
He thought he had a bar. He thought he said bars. He dropped the mic after that. I stopped tasting things that didn't belong to me. Mic drop. He thought he had a bar. Yo. John. You know what's interesting, man? After I seen this clip, I was like, dude, he looked familiar, right? And he looked familiar because I seen different sermons or clips that he's preached, right? And I like different ones. You feel what I'm saying? I like different ones that he's taught, and I was like, this is good. But then it clicked in my mind, this is also somebody who runs with Jamal Bryant. Birds of a feather flock together, I guess. And it brought me back to the show The Preachers.
What?
It brought me back to the show The Preachers with the Monique episode when they were talking about open marriages. I showed it once before on the episode. Let's just show it again to refresh your memories.
My fellow preachers would find very interesting. The two of you have a podcast called Monique and Sydney's Open Relationship. Yes. Is it true you all actually have an open relationship? And what does that mean? Is it open 24 hours? Is it, what's going on? What does it mean to be in an open relationship? And I know this was your idea, Sydney.
Well, yes, we are in an open relationship 24/8, okay? And by that we mean that we're always open to conversation. We're open to the understandings that man and woman, or as a couple, we should have for one another. Thank you.
But you automatically said, Sydney.
This was his idea.
And I think that's, when we first came out with it, everybody said, oh my God, how could Monique let that man do that to her?
Whose idea was it?
Well, because she's this big woman and he's this good-looking man, and because she has this money, she's gonna let that man do whatever he wanna do just to say she has a fine man.
So y'all talking about, because you talk about emotion and conversation, but that's not what, y'all talking about sex right
Well,
now.
here's what makes it beautiful, John.
Okay.
Okay, shake your head one more time. Here.
Whose idea was it?
Let
Was
me
it your
tell
idea?
you. It was my idea. Because 10 years ago, 11 years ago, I'm an entertainer. And this is my best friend ever. And what I did not want to do is be dishonest with my best friend. There may be times I may want to be with other men.
Hold it. Hold it. There may be times I want to be with other men. Out of control. Out of control. And this man's just sitting there right next to her like a coward. Like a puppet. Ain't no real man. Listen, I don't care what you think, how you feel about what I'm about to say. You can feel what you feel. You can think what you think. Ain't no real man. Okay? Ain't no real man, especially a real man of God, gonna be with a woman that says something like, there may be times I want to be with other men. Are you out of your mind? Bye. Bye. That's a free to-go ticket. Bye. I don't care how much you love this individual. I don't care how much you call this person your best friend. I don't care how much y'all been through. If the love ain't that deep where she is committed to stay loyal to you 100% of herself, her mind, her heart, and her body should only, her body should only be yours. Clearly her soul, her mind, her heart, the Lord. But your woman on earth is your woman. And her man is her man. This was her idea to be in a relationship where it's open, where she can mess around with other men. Boy, oh boy, that's not love. That is lust. Oh, in a big way. If you just want to sleep with somebody because of pleasure, that's lust. That's lust. There's no true commitment there. There's no true emotions there. You want to sleep with them because you want pleasure. And at the point where you want more pleasure than just your partner, it's an issue.
And my best friend said to me, Mama, I've loved you since the 10th grade. Do you think you being with another man is going to have anything to do with me loving you? And then he said, well, you know, if you can be with other men, I can be with other women. I said, well, that's not what I meant now. That's not what I meant. But it was my idea because I wanted to be open and honest with the person that I was going to spend the rest of my life with.
I think that's amazing. And a lot of people think that that's novel, and y'all church people.
You hear what this clown just said? Listen, that's Jamal Bryant. That's who people go to church and listen to. Over there at, what's it called, New Birth? I think it's in Atlanta. You got a whole congregation of individuals listening to this dude. I didn't had it with this individual. I didn't had it. He just said what Monique said was amazing. That's amazing. That's amazing, my guy. Full-blown, red-nosed, makeup-faced, red boots clown.
Gonna have a heart attack. Monique is from Baltimore with me. So I believed in open marriage. I just forgot to tell my ex-wife about it. So
He says, I believe in open marriage. I just forgot to tell my ex-wife about it. In case you guys didn't know, he was cheating on his wife.
it didn't go
Now I'm making a joke about it.
But I think that the key is...
Had you had that conversation?
The key is that conversation. Mm-hmm. But the biblical part I've got to ask...
Monique's so lost.
...is not as entertainers, but as believers, how do you find that balance that we say that the bedroom is sacred for the two of you?
who am I to tell her what she can and cannot do? And if I did tell her what she could and could not do, is there a possibility that she could still do it anyway?
Wow.
Okay.
And then that's called cheating. And then that's called what you guys consider a sin.
Okay, so here's the thing. I know for my house that if I tried an open relationship, there would be a 100% divorce rate in my house.
And I think you should ask your wife since she's in the audience. Because oftentimes
Now she planting the seed. Somebody get this devil off stage.
we don't ever even have the conversations because we're too afraid of what might come back. So we might want to check with the wife because what happens is, John, is two things. Finances and infidelity. Finances and infidelity will shut it down every time, but we're too afraid to say, let me tell you how I'm really feeling. And then you're going to tell me how you're really feeling. And then we're going to say we're in it forever.
And when you have a gentleman like yourself that just was able to make a joke out of what you did, that's the ingredients to make this a successful show, because now you're a human being.
Yeah.
You're not a pastor. You're not a preacher. You're a human being who has that word of God that you try to inspire people with. But again, the humanity of it. So kudos to you guys.
Well, thank you. Listen, we could stay here all day.
All day.
We've got some more stuff we have to do.
Because Jamal
Monique,
want to be in one.
listen,
Monique said, not saying anything and then doing something is what y'all would say is cheating. Ma'am, the Lord said just by looking at a woman with lust, just looking, you shouldn't even be thinking about that, sir. Your heart is already committed fornication. Your heart is already committed adultery. When you ponder on that thought with another individual, your heart is already there. You've already done it in the Lord's eyes because you've done it spiritually. God is spirit. Gotta understand this. Ah, man. This is a lot. I really don't have anything else to say on this topic. What he said was off. You know, we could sit up here and talk about it all day, but there's still different individuals who will look at that and try to make excuses up for it. And that's the sad part. We need more men to take accountability when they do something. You know, I've done different things, guys, and I've apologized for it. I've been transparent. Or if I do something to somebody, another individual, and I know I'm wrong, I'll be transparent. I'll apologize for it. You know, nobody's perfect. We're all human beings. But are we striving to be right with God? Are we? If you fall, do you get back up? Or do you stay down, sliding with the snakes? That's the question. You're not perfect. I'm not perfect. He's not perfect. You know, a lot of these different individuals who we bring up on this platform is not perfect. But the problem is when they stay in that space where they're just acting like what they're doing is right, that's the issue. That's why we talk about it. Because you got a lot of different individuals still following people like Jamal Bryant and thinking that it's okay what he's talking about, selling weed in the church, saying Jesus was out of order 85% of his life. Ignorant stuff. I even pray for individuals like that to come up out of whatever darkness they found themselves in. It's sad. It really is. May the Lord penetrate his light. Amen. Let me know what you guys think in the video in the comments. Love to see your thoughts on it. Maybe I'm tripping. God bless. Shalom.